Hello, I'm Bethany from Bethany Wellness. Join me for this Mommy and Me yoga class. Hello, friends. I'm so glad you could join me today for this Mommy and Me yoga class. And I hope you have some littles with you today on the floor, because that's the purpose of this class, is to invite our kiddos to join us for this practice. We're just going to have a playful, fun time together. So for me personally, I usually prefer to do yoga kind of to find some quiet, some stillness, maybe doing it either alone or in a gym or studio or class space where I'm just me on my mat. But sometimes it's really beautiful to allow the littles in, to bond a little bit with them. They spend a lot of time on the floor. If you notice, they are playing on the floor all the time. And us as adults, how often do we go over and join them or spend time on the floor with them? So that's what this class is for today, is to just be together, to bond a little bit, to be having fun in our yoga practice. So I have this large blanket that I tend to bring out when I have my 3 kiddos practicing with me. I'm not having them involved today just because I like to protect their privacy, but I do have 3 kids ages 8, 6, and 3. So I've had a lot of years of experience of just inviting them into the yoga mat to have some fun. So let's begin starting in a seated pose. So whatever that looks like for you, I like cross-legged, but if that doesn't feel good to you, pick another seated pose and begin to just settle in here. Maybe shift a little bit side to side, finding your sits bones, shimmy into place. You can have your hands resting in your lap, and maybe you could have your kiddos sitting beside you, in front of you. If they're maybe ages 1 to 3, sometimes they like to come from back behind and hug you around your neck, which is so cute. So just invite whatever they would like to do on the floor with you today. And let's take some deep breaths. So let the breath begin in the belly. Let it travel up to the shoulders as you inhale, in through your nose. As you exhale, let the exhale come out of your mouth. So sometimes it's nice to invite our kids to inhale through the nose, exhale as if blowing out candles, pretending you have your birthday candles. Breath is so important. Breath helps us be in the present moment. It also helps us be a little more calm. So if you're having time where you just need to find a little calm or just to be present, connect with your breath. It's with you wherever you are. One more breath, in through your nose, out your mouth. Good, then let's just shake our arms a little bit. Shake them out, wiggle a little bit here. Then inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, twist to the left. Bring your right hand to your left leg. And then use your left arm back behind you for a little support. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm comes behind you for support. Left hand to your right leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Rest your hands down in front of you. Begin to hinge from your hips, coming into a soft fold. And here you can invite your kids to be practicing this with you, beside you, or once again, if they're wanting to snuggle you, giving you a hug from behind, that's wonderful too. Just invite this playful mood today. Spending this time together to explore movement in our bodies and to just have fun bonding on the floor. One more breath. Then inhale, rise back up, coming into table. So find your hands and knees pose, coming to hands and knees. Shimmy a little bit, finding your knees under your hips, wrists under shoulders. Inhale, let your belly relax down, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, press through palms, tuck and round, bringing chin to chest, gazing back, cat pose. Go at your own pace, link your breath with movement. So inhale as you come into cow, exhale as you tuck and round into cat. And depending on the age of your kiddos. They may wish to join you in this fun movement, or they may wish to play around a little bit, trying to crawl or walk underneath you as you act like a bridge. So they sometimes like to go underneath. I know mine did, especially when they were under the age of 2. They just loved that idea that mommy was the bridge and they're going to crawl underneath or walk underneath the bridge. One more cow. One more cat. Then exhale, child's pose. Sink hips to heels, bring your forehead to rest down, arms stretch overhead. Wouldn't be a mommy and me class without some child poses. Just enjoy surrendering here. Sometimes the kiddos like to climb on top of you here. That's fine. Just watch mommy's head. Don't hit mommy's head. Just snuggle her, give her a nice gentle hug, or be beside her. Be like a little ball curled up. Then inhale, rise up into table. From here, sway your hips from side to side, finding a little bit of playful movement. What animal do you want to pretend to be? Sometimes it's fun to think about like a crouching tiger here or something, swaying the hips. Good, then come back to center. Curl your toes and sink your hips back a little bit here to your feet. Just feeling a nice stretch, waking up your feet. You can stay right here, or another option would be to have those toes curled and then lift the knees up off of the ground, coming to a low squat. Still curled up into a little bit of a ball, which is kind of fun. And just invite the playfulness here. Whatever's going on your blanket or on your ground, just giggle, have fun with it. Then exhale, rise up into a forward fold. So straighten your legs, hinge from the hips, give your head a nod, yes and no. Bend your knees more if you'd like to reach the ground with your fingers. Or you can straighten your legs and let your arms just sway here. Then halfway lift, draw your hands to your shins, flatten your back, straight legs, create a number 7. So those kiddos that are learning their numbers, think about a number 7. And walk your hands up, coming into mountain pose, arms by your sides. Let's shake those arms out a little bit. Shake your legs a little here. Let's bear swing. Love the bear swing. So rotate at your torso. Let your arms be loose, relaxed. Let them hit your sides, not each other preferably. Try not to hit each other with your arms. But if you want to playfully kind of bump into each other, that's fun and silly. Good. And then come to the center of your little circle that you're creating for tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart center and then bring your left foot up to your right leg. And you can use your toes to touch for support in your tree, especially if you have little ones running around you right now. Do a supported tree so you don't have the risk of falling. Or if you'd like to all be in tree so you're not running into each other, you can bring that left foot up a little bit to the calf muscle or above the knee. So choose where you're going to place your foot for your tree. Meet yourself where you're at. There's no right or wrong here. It's just honoring your space, your body. Find something steady to gaze at, a spot on the floor, spot on the wall. And if you'd like, you can have little branches. Sometimes I like to wiggle my fingers as I go up to branches, like they're little leaves dancing. So your branches can be up high, reaching to the sky. Maybe your branches are kind of low, down, reaching down to the ground. Just find what is fun for you. Bring hands to heart center, one more breath. Then release down. Shake out your tree, your legs, shake out your arms. Bear swing. Breath in, breath out. Let's switch sides. So bring those hands back to the center at your heart. Bring your right foot up to your left leg this time. Big toe to touch for support, especially if you have busy little ones running around. Or you can bring that foot up a little higher or above the knee. Avoid placing your foot on your knee. What does your tree look like on this side? Each side might be a little different. Meet yourself where you're at on this side. Choosing your spot to gaze at. I usually choose a spot on the floor. Choosing if you'd like to have branches. Maybe you'd like to have wiggly fingers as you bring your branches up and down. And connect your hands back together at your heart center. One more breath. Slowly release. Shake it all out. Woo! Good job. Bear swing. Nice breath in and out. Wonderful. Come down to the mat lying on your back or your blanket. So just lying down. And then hug your knees into your chest, curling up into a little ball. That feels nice. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. Take a deep breath. And then let it go as you exhale. Good. And for those real young ones, those little ones, sometimes it's nice to grab our feet. Happy baby pose. Grabbing the inside of your feet, the arch side, or you can grab your big toes. Drawing the knees down towards your arms. Swaying a little bit from side to side. Just getting playful here, enjoying this space. Kind of looking through the lens of a child. That's what my children have helped me do, just kind of reminding me of how children see the world differently. And I love that. I love connecting to that. Good, and then let's release down for final surrender. So you can have your knees bent with feet flat, or you can stretch your legs out for your final surrender pose. You choose. And encourage those littles to be statues. We're nice and still like a statue. You can lay by your mom's side. Or if you have real little ones like 1-year-old, sometimes they like to lay kind of on your belly and rest their head down on your chest. Invite that. That is a beautiful moment to snuggle and to just be connected. Begin to take some nice full breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Allow your body to sink into the ground so you're feeling the ground beneath you. See if you can settle in. Let your head relax down. Let your shoulders relax down. Your hips, your legs, your feet. Be in this moment and be still. Avoid the wiggles. Let your breath draw you into relaxation with each breath you take. With each exhale, let go of anything that interferes. What an important tool for all of us to learn how to relax and how to be still. See if you can practice a couple minutes of stillness every day, whether it's just lying down still or sitting still. It's a wonderful gift. Couple more breaths to draw you in to more relaxation and to let go as you exhale. wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bend at the wrist and the ankles, hug your knees in. Give yourself a nice, loving hug. Be proud of who you are. Meet yourself with love and grace, compassion. Then slowly roll to your side. Use your arm as a pillow. And rise up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much if you're a mom or even a dad. I didn't even mention dads in this video. Mom or dad, you are a very important person in your children's lives, so find some time to connect with them, to bond with them. Also be sure to find some time to nurture yourself, because that's equally as important, so that you can continue to be the wonderful parent that you are. We'll end with namaste. The teacher in me honors the teacher in you. Namaste and be well.